How you doing, everybody? My name is Dr. Sami Baya. Please welcome back to my YouTube channel. Why narcissistic parents hate you. That's the title of this video. Narcissistic parents may harbor animosity towards their children for several reasons, often stemming from their own psychological makeup and relational dynamics. One reason why narcissistic parents hate you is because you are a threat to their ego. Narcissists have fragile self-esteem. They have fragile egos, which is often masked by grandiosity. When a child challenges or shines them, it threatens their sense of superiority and control. The narcissistic parent may perceive their child's success or independence as a personal attack. Number two reason why narcissistic parents hate you is because they lack empathy. Narcissists struggle to empathize with others, including their own children. They may be unable to recognize or appreciate their child's feelings, needs, or accomplishments, viewing them merely as extensions of themselves rather than unique individuals deserving of love and respect. Narcissistic parents hate you because they are very manipulative and controlling. They use manipulation and emotional blackmail to maintain control over their children. They might exploit their child's vulnerabilities, emotions, and dependencies to fulfill their own needs and desires, resenting any resistance or assertion of independence. Narcissistic parents hate you because they project their insecurities. Narcissists project their own insecurities onto others. They may criticize and belittle their children for traits or behaviors they dislike in themselves, using them as scapegoats to avoid confronting their own flaws and shortcomings. Narcissistic parents hate you because they are envious and jealous. Narcissists can be envious of others' achievements and possessions, especially those of their own children. They may feel threatened by their child's success or happiness, viewing it as a reminder of their own perceived inadequacies. The narcissistic parent hates you because of the cycle of abuse. Narcissistic parents may have been mistreated or neglected themselves, perpetuating a cycle of abuse and dysfunction. They may harbor resentment towards their children for reasons rooted in their own troubled upbringing, projecting their unresolved issues onto them. Narcissistic parents hate you because of their need for adoration. They crave admiration and validation from others. When narcissistic parents, their children fail to meet their unrealistic expectations, or when their children challenge their authority, they may respond with hostility and disdain, unable to tolerate any form of criticism or rejection. Now, the narcissistic parent, they hate their children because of failure to meet expectation. If a child doesn't live up to the parents' unrealistic standards or goals, they might be seen as a disappointment. Narcissistic parents want to control everything about their child's life. Any resistance to this control can lead to resentment. And if the child receives attention or praise that the parent feels entitled to, they may become jealous and resentful. Narcissistic parents also project their own insecurities and flaws onto their child, blaming them for characteristics they dislike in themselves. Narcissistic parents are also very competitive. They view their child as competition for attention, resources, or admiration. Narcissistic parents lack ability to empathize with child's feelings or experiences, and this leads to dismissive or hurtful behavior. Children who don't fulfill the parents' need for constant validation and admiration may be viewed negatively by their narcissistic parents. Children who challenge the narcissistic parents' version of reality or refuse to participate in their delusions may be perceived as a threat. Narcissistic parents fear losing control or relevance if the child becomes independent or establishes boundaries. Children who resist manipulation or refuse to be pawns in the parents' games may be met with hostility. Seeing their child succeed or excel in areas where the parent feels insecure can trigger feelings of resentment. Children can serve as reminders of past mistakes or regrets for narcissistic parents, leading to resentment. Narcissistic parents often struggle to offer genuine love and support, only showing affection when it benefits them. Narcissistic parents may view their child as an extension of themselves and expect absolute obedience and compliance. Children who threaten the narcissistic parents' sense of superiority or grandiosity may face rejection or hostility. Children who assert their own wants, needs, or identities may disrupt the narcissistic parents' plans or narratives. Children who see through the parents' facade or call out their manipulative behavior may be seen as threats to their image. Children can expose a narcissistic parent's weaknesses or insecurities, triggering defensive or hostile reactions. Narcissistic parents crave constant admiration and validation. Children who fail to provide this may be resented. Children who seek independence or autonomy threaten the narcissistic parent's sense of control and dominance. Narcissistic parents expect unwavering compliance and obedience. Children who resist may face punishment or rejection. Children who refuse to play along with the narcissistic parent's idealized version of reality may be met with anger or disdain. Narcissistic parents often demand attention and adoration, and children who don't cater for this need may be viewed negatively. Narcissistic parents view their children as tools for their own gain. Children who refuse to be exploited may be resented. Children who challenge or contradict the narcissistic parents' beliefs or values may be seen as threats to their identity. Narcissistic parents may fear being vulnerable or exposed. Children who see through their defenses may be met with hostility. Children who establish boundaries or assert their independence threaten the narcissistic parent's sense of control. Children can expose a narcissistic parent's flaws or shortcomings, triggering defensive or hostile reactions. Children who tarnish the narcissistic parent's carefully curated image may face rejection or hostility. Narcissistic parents demand absolute authority and obedience. Children who challenge this may face punishment or rejection. Narcissistic parents crave constant admiration and validation. Children who fail to provide this may be resented. Children who seek independence or autonomy threaten the narcissistic parent's sense of control and dominance. Narcissistic parents may view their children as tools for their own gain. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you've learned a thing or two. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you've not done so. Thank you.